Right, hello everybody, we're back. So on our side at least, I've decreased the stream quality a little bit, just to see if that gets rid of any of the quality errors we were getting. So I've reduced that a bit, and we've got a new lobby host. So hopefully that gets rid of a lot of the things that we were seeing. So yeah, hopefully it's better. I'm not too sure what's going to happen with the quali now. It looks like it's just going to be one
Yes,
18-minute session.
one single session. So for a lot of guys, a second chance. So these chances do not come often. So yeah, they better use it to their advantage.
Yeah, so we had Manu. He was victim number one. And yeah, so
Yeah,
he's for him especially, he's got a real lifeline.
yeah. Let's see if we can make this one work now. Um,
Yeah, so 18-minute quali. I'm not too sure how tires are going to be enforced, because obviously we don't have a top 10 for Q3. We've just got the one session, so I'm not too sure if those will be enforced.
Yes, I'm thinking maybe everyone will be free to choose this the race strategies with their tire choices. So a little bit of a freebie here for the drivers. So I'm thinking everyone is going to go out on the softs and gun their quickest lap and see where they can finish up.
Yeah, so essentially what will happen now is we're going to have 16 minutes of full-on quali. They should have at least 3 sets, depending on what they've chosen as their tire sets for the weekend. The normal setup is you have 3 sets, and if you go on a softer setup, you'll have 4 sets of softs, and if you go for a harder setup, you'll just have the 2 sets for the qualifying.
I'm thinking maybe we should see if we can get the Red Bull race engineer in our comms and maybe just have a good chat with him as well, and see what if they've got any interesting news or ideas on how they're going to approach this.
Yeah, sounds good. So Saggy Fatface was the first to be on a lap, I think, but he's invalidated it since. We've got a lot of people out on track at the minute. Let me try to find somebody we can actually have a look at. So, Pendego, are you on? Porf Mace? Yes, we've got Porf Mace on. Let's just get the lap data and telemetry up. There we go. All looks good. Increased game volume, Tariq is saying. Let's have a look. How's the balance there, Tariq? As the game's a lot louder on my side, but does it balance with the marks? If you can just get that feedback, thanks. So, Porf Mace on a lap. Again, a lot of people on a lap. The track's going to be very busy now till the end of the quali session, isn't it, Anton?
Yes, definitely. Everyone will be in a hurry to get that quick lap on, and this is basically a one chance you have to put yourself in a good position for the start of the race. So yeah, we'll see as soon as the time starts to come in where we will be lying. But maybe Dylan, if you can just show us the tire choices that the guys are running, please.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got those on. We've got 5 people on the mediums at the minute. So those 5 being Manu, CR Don, he's finally in the session. He was having a lot of connectivity issues in the last session, so he's finally joined us. And then we've got Sniffalizer, Jacques Renal, and Carl all on the mediums, as we have the first time set at a 121.5, followed by Nam Bulldog on a 122 dead, and then Mag with a 23.4. Nobody qualified on the mediums yet. What lap time do you think we'll see from the guys running the mediums?
I'm thinking around a 120, a late 123 to 124. I see we already have times coming in now with it's Buddha. He's got a 121.5. Nam Bulldog also 122 flat on the softs, and Magesh, he's doing a 123.4. So very good times.
Yeah. So yeah.
No, I'm just thinking the 123 might not be the best of times to put him towards the front of the grid. So Magesh probably will. There's enough time to maybe see what the guys are doing and set him up for another quick lap.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're yet to see what the mediums can achieve. We're looking at about probably, if you're having a like-to-like lap, maybe 8 tenths to 1 second difference between the softs and the mediums in Australia. The tyres do make a big difference to your lap time. A lot of medium to low speed corners that really chew up the tyre wear. We've got the first time on the mediums at a 123.4. We were saying around the 123s. I think it's a pretty good lap from Snipperlazer.
Definitely, that's a very good lap. And I see Donovan Duffy currently doing a 121.4, so he's in the front, currently in provisional pole position. So yeah, maybe we will see a repeat of the qualifying that was done on Monday night.
Yeah, so we've got six times. Yeah, 6 times up. We've got 11 minutes left in the session. We've just got the one session going because of the reset lobby we've got. So we'll get more and more times coming through now. As who was the new entry there? We've got more and more new entries, and Nick's coming with a 24.4. Only 100th of a second in it between Nick and Donovan. He's got to feel happy with that lap.
Yes, definitely a very good lap. Nick also had actually a very good qualifying session in the previous attempt that we had. So yeah, Nick is consistently very good. Well done to that.
Right, so Gerard's asking, there's a driver missing. Previous session was also 17 with CRK Don not part of it last time. I don't know, is there anybody missing? I'm not 100% sure on that, so
I'll see if
yeah, we'll have a look on the group chat, see if there's anything or anyone missing.
But yeah, let's see. Maybe if we can have a go with Manu Dietrich. I see he's on his out lap. He was one of our casualties in the previous qualifying session, so maybe if we can see what he's doing.
We'll go on board with him now as we've got Yakunel coming across the line on the medium tyres. He set a very good lap. Wow, 22.6 on the mediums. Very impressive.
Jacques Nel is the current champion for Tier 2 Season 1, or the previous season that we had for FTR. So he's a current champion in the FTR community. So not taking anything away from Jacques Nel. He's a very big driver.
Yeah, just seeing in the chat here, congratulating Nick. That was a very competitive lap time as we see some contact between Manu and one of the racing points. Not the best when you get contact on your flying lap, that's for sure.
Yes, yeah, you definitely do not want any traffic during your hard lap. That can really upset your rhythm and your racing lines.
Yeah, so Manu on his lap on the mediums. The last of the medium runners to set a time will stay on board with him as he comes to the long sweeping left-hander into the quick left-right. You often want to drop it gear into 7th here, just let the engine braking get you around. Taking it very cautiously, nearly cuts it, but he seems to be safe, opens the DRS. We'll reach that final 8th gear and we'll go into the last sector of the track, cutting a lot as well. Cutting a lot, still not an invalidation. Oh, it looks like it looks like he's gone off his lap now. So will he run again? Yeah, he's going to take another stab at the lap. So he'll be going for another lap, just having a look at the time sheets. Yeah, a 121 seems to be your ticket to a good start. Jacques now also very competitive on the mediums with a 122.6. We've got more and more people out on track, with most people doing their out laps or actually on their laps. So it doesn't look like Avilach is on a lap at the minute. Is Creel on one? No, it doesn't look like he is. It looks like Saggy running very close onto the rumble strip. And last at the minute. Yeah, do you want last sector running? you don't want to have you don't want too much of the car on the curb, because then you definitely lose a lot of traction in this game. Have you noticed the curbs in this game, Anton? They're a lot more forgiving. Like, I feel like you could ride over them a lot more.
Yes, yeah, definitely. I've noticed that.
Yeah. So Sagi comes across 121.5, good enough for third place. We've still got we've got five drivers. Yeah, we've got 5 drivers yet to actually put a time on the board. Let's have a look if any one of them's doing a lap at the minute. Creel looks like to be on a lap. Yep, looks like it. So we'll stay on board with him. In terms of tyre strategies, we heard from one of the engineers about the soft tyres. How long do we think they can really blast into the race before the soft tyres, really start losing grip?
Thinking around maybe 6 to 7 laps, if I remember correctly. So yeah, if you do use that soft tire to start the race, you really need to make that extra grip that it offers you. You really need to use it to your advantage to put you in a good position to make your strategy work for you. So I'm just seeing that we've got probably 5 drivers, it seems, still haven't posted any times, and we have around 7 minutes left for the qualifying session. So they're really putting a lot of pressure on themselves to make the hot lap count. So we'll see how that plays out.
And it looks like we've got our first 120 lap time for the week with the Sagi Fatface on a 120.7. That is a very, very, very competitive lap time. I don't see him getting dethroned.
No, I think that is probably the pole position time that we will see for tonight. That's a very, very quick time. I see also we've got Bernard just coming up for his out lap. So yeah, he's waiting it and playing his game very late in the qualifying session. I'm really hoping that he can make his hot lap count. Also, Pofma is out on his out lap, so as well as Creel Byron. So yeah.
We got some confusion between one of the pit members and Porfmes, so that was a bit odd to witness. Yeah, so we've got 5 minutes left in the session. We think Sagi Fatface has the quickest lap here. Do we see anybody coming close? Surely Nick and Buddha must have half a shout.
I don't know if the guys will really risk to go out on another lap. That's very close and very quick, and yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't even bother putting in another lap. But yeah, the guys in tier 2 probably a lot more serious about their racing than what I am. So well, we never know. We might see Nick come out for a last flying lap, or maybe Jock. Okay, maybe not Jock. He's opted for the medium strategy, but yeah, we might see one of those front runners doing another lap. In fact, I see Buddha is out on the track. He might try and see if he can clinch pole back again from Sagi Fatface.
Absolutely, he is coming towards the final sector, though I do see some red sectors which might indicate that he hasn't validated his lap. We will keep on with him, but it looks like he has come off the accelerator, so I don't think he'll be setting a lap now. Will he continue this? Will he set a lap on two lap old softs? No, he'll go back into the pits. So 3 minutes left. On my screen, I've got 5 people yet to set a lap. Is that also what you've got?
Yes, that's what I've got. Yes.
Alright, good. just checking now, because yeah, it's having a few issues with the stream, but all seems to be better now, as Nam Bulldog second place with a 121.3. I think that's a new entry, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. Nam Bulldog did improve on his time, so Smugura has moved down to 3rd position.
Yeah, it's a shame that nobody gets points for qualifying, because I think I think Sagi would happily take any extra points on offer, as we've got 3 minutes left in the session, 3 people yet to set a lap. I think they'll be looking to close out, because usually what you want to do in these longer sessions, this longer 18-minute session, is to, you know, go out, get a banker lap, be more conservative with your lap time, and then have a look after that. But it doesn't look like 3 people, so Manu, Creel and Pandego, have managed to do that, so it's all counting on 1 lap for them. Hopefully it goes well for them as well, yeah.
Yes, no, I definitely hope so. I see Burnout eventually managed to post a time of a 1:24.1, so not the quickest of times, but I think I actually prefer myself to have a go at the back of the grid. I know my approach is usually to hang back a bit during the start of the race, and just to get the grid in front of me going, so that I can at least. I normally know that when I've first completed the first lap or the first 2 laps of the race, that things will start to flow. So to be at the back of the grid is normally, I think, a good place to stay out of trouble.
Right, so 1 minute 30 left. Ooh, I don't know if that was rubbing between the Williams and the Alpha. Hopefully nothing too harsh there. Minute 20 left, so if you want to go out for another lap, you do have to be out on track. You will not make it to the start-finish line when that timer goes to 0 if you leave the pits now. So everybody who's on a lap will have to be on track. So Buddha, 3rd place. We're on board with him. Yeah, so this is pretty much it. You've got to set your final lap time, and if you don't, well, you're going to be back at the grid. Simple as.
Yes, yeah. So it's still Manu and Creel Baron that still need to post laps, but we'll see if they manage to. Well, basically, if they do not set any times, that won't make any difference to their current positions where they will start in the race. So it might be position 16 and 17 for Manu and Creel Baron. So let's see.
Right, so it looks like somebody does need to join the session, so I don't know if one of the engineers needs to leave, so if any of the engineers can hear me, if one of you could leave the session and hop onto the stream, that would be ideal. We've got another racer that wants to join. He'll be starting at the back. So Buddha, still on his lap, hasn't invalidated from what I've seen. Very, very nice corner. Just a few corners to go. Takes the right, just the man around a curb. 2nd gear, I would have taken 3rd into there. Bit of wheel spin. It's coming around. Looks like a decent exit onto the air. 121.3, is that an improvement? He's gone ahead of Dan Bulldog. So yeah, Buddha will be 2nd for the time being, as we're looking for more people on their laps. Donovan's crossing the line. I don't know if he's set a lap. Your lap does need to be finished now, if you still are on one.
Yes.
Creel going very slowly. Hofmees is going quickly. Is he on a lap? We'll see. Does look like it. Very good set of S's. Doesn't take the DRS. Yeah, and just in the chat, I think if you just contact Heinrich or one of the main guys, you can get that sorted. I haven't got any power to kick anybody or make anybody join. That's purely just with who's the host and what they can compromise there.
I'm just quickly going to see if I can get our driver in the lobby. Okay, so we've got our driver in.
Alright, so driver's in. It looks like that's it. I don't see anybody else on any laps that will count. to put it that way, as we see some rubbing between the two AlphaTauris there. But yeah, so it'll be a first pole in the season for Saggy Fatface, followed by Buddha in second, a long way off 6/10. 6/10 between first and second, but then a very, very, very close field, second to seventh. We've got 3/10 in it, which will be really interesting to see come the race. And then we've got some times in the 22, Yaku Nell being the quickest on the mediums with a 22.6. We'll see how the mediums get on. My prediction is that a safety car will happen early in the race, as it is the first race of the season, and I think there's some rust to shed between the drivers, so we will see that lap 1 or in the opening laps. I think there will be some rubbing and some unfortunate incidents.
Yes.
Looking across the field,
yes, yes. As I'm looking at the standings for qualifying session, our newest driver for this session is Carl Halsinger in 13th position, Magesh, and then Crew Byron towards the end of the grid. So all our familiar drivers that's been with FTR for the previous season is towards the front of the grid. So yeah, we might see some gentleman racing going on the front, you know, guys giving each other the courtesy of the space on the track. But yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see if the gloves come off and if they are going to do some hot racing. We'll have to wait and see for that.
Right, so end of quali. We're just waiting for the session to end. So we'll wait for that to wrap up. Qualifying is done. Nobody else can set a time. Yeah, so we're just waiting for this lobby to finish. We've got it's just Manu again not setting a time. So for both sessions he was unable to set a time, which it's not ideal as it's starting at the back, and when you're on the mediums making up places is going to be that much more difficult.
Yes, yes. I'm not sure what happened with Manu not posting the time, but I'm hoping that he can make up for it during the race. So yeah, good luck, Manu.
Yeah, cool. Good luck to everybody, really. I'm hoping for a clean race, because if we can get these first couple laps sorted with, we can get some maybe pockets of close racing where we can avoid safety cars, because I think with the tier 3 race it got very broken up between the drivers.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I'm also hoping for some good battles, keeping us busy and allowing us to give some good commentating for this race coming up. So yeah, tier 2 definitely being the fullest tier of the 3 tiers in FTR. So I'm hoping to see that this tier offers us the most competitive racing. Definitely one of the tiers to keep an eye on.
Yeah, very close splits. I think especially that second to looks like. Oh, Manu did actually set a lap time. Hold on. We've got Manu with the 121.9.
Yes, 8th position. Well
done. Yeah, well done, Manu.
Well
what
done.
happened there? Yeah, well, he's in 8th place. We thought he didn't set a lap time, but he is up there in 8th with a 121.9, which makes, I mean, between 2nd and 8th spot, we've got about 6/10 in it.
So yes, we're just waiting for the qualifying session to end so that we can get going with the race. So for our new viewers watching, after the qualifying session we will have a full formation lap before the commencement of the race. So yeah, maybe just to let you know what's coming up next.
Yep, so we're waiting for the session to end. It's nothing that we can do on our side, it's just the game deciding when is good to finish. Yeah, nothing we can really do. So once this is done, we'll have a load up for the formation lap, and then once that formation lap is complete, once all the tires have warmed up and everybody's ready, we will get going. Now this isn't just the Australian Grand Prix, we have a sponsor for the series, and that's Durable Projects. You want to talk more about it, Manson?
Yes, yeah, so just again, Durable Projects is our sponsor for this race, and you can go and watch them on the website, which is www.duraboltprojects.co.za. Now, let me just keep my papers quickly ready. Sorry for that. But Durable Projects, they offer various kind of services in the electrical field. So if you need any sorts of installations done, uh, in lines like they do water tanks, piping and walls, hydraulics and automation. They do access control, gate motors, industrial electrical installations, domestic electrical installations, air conditioners, certificate of compliances. They do geysers, solar installations, generator installations, and also UPS and inverter installations. So definitely give them a go. Maybe some just more information about Durable Projects as well is that they're a registered business with a triple B EE rated certificate. They're a member with the Electrical Contractors Association and also registered with the Department of Labour, and operates business serving the East London and surrounding areas, including the rest of the Eastern Cape. The goal is to offer the best quality service and expertise to their residential, commercial and industrial customers. They believe in doing the job right the first time. That's why they only use the best products and equipment. The electricians are licensed, knowledgeable, experienced and friendly to confront any electrical issue that you might have. They believe that their customers are their business and that they must earn their loyalty. So that's why they built their reputation on their customers' commitment to provide quality and affordable services. So if you are looking for any electrical work done at your residence, do go and have a look at Durable Projects. Their website again is www.durableprojects.co.za. The business address, you can reach them at 41 Beach Road, Nahoon, East London. You can call them on 078 or fax them at 086 699 0741, or drop them an email at duraboltprojects, one word, at gmail.co.za. So thank you, Durable Projects, for sponsoring this race.
Yeah, thanks very much, guys. Thanks for sponsoring this event. It means a lot to us. And yeah, so we're just waiting. And from what I see on the group, the final order is different to what you're seeing on the stream. I don't know why that is. But we're going to have to wait for that. It looks like we might be setting up a new lobby, but we do have the final order that will start the race, so we won't have to do qualifying again. We can just drop straight into a formation, lap and then the race. So we're just waiting